Master the art of letting go. 6 Stoic principles for a life unbothered. Untracty. Approx 300 words. Imagine a life where criticism doesn't rattle you, rejection doesn't define you, and uncertainty doesn't shake your foundation. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, most people are emotionally overstimulated and spiritually exhausted. We care too much about people's opinions, about outcomes we can't control, about mistakes long past and futures we can't predict. But the Stoics, they were different. Stoic philosophy isn't about being cold or indifferent, it's about being emotionally disciplined. It's about creating a mental fortress that allows you to move through life with calm, clarity, and resilience. In this guide, we'll explore 6 powerful Stoic principles that can help you let go of what doesn't matter, so you can master what does. These principles aren't abstract ideas, they're practical tools to help you build a life of peace, focus, and inner strength. Let's dive in. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Approx 500 words. At the heart of Stoicism lies a single life-altering idea: some things are up to us, and some things are not. Epictetus said it best: happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. You can control your thoughts, your choices, your actions. You cannot control other people, the weather, the economy, or the past. Yet most people live backward. They try to control the uncontrollable and neglect their own mindset. The art of not caring begins with precision. Know what you should care about. When you find yourself overwhelmed or anxious, pause and ask, is this within my control? If it is, act with wisdom. If it isn't, let it go immediately, without regret. This is not detachment, it's empowerment. You shift your focus from reacting to life to responding wisely. You conserve energy, protect your peace, and become immune to chaos. Don't think of your mind like a garden. Why let weeds of worry grow over things you can't change? When you can focus on planting seeds where you have power, practice voluntary discomfort. 500 words. Seneca wrote, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare and ask yourself, is this the condition I feared? This principle is called preparatio malorum, or preparing for the worst. It's about training your mind to stay calm when life doesn't go your way. We spend so much time fearing discomfort, financial loss, heartbreak, public failure that we forget discomfort isn't the end. It's a teacher. By choosing discomfort in controlled ways, you become resilient. You build mental armor. Examples: take cold showers. Fast once in a while. Sleep on the floor. Walk instead of drive. Go without your phone for a day. These aren't punishments. They're practice. They remind you that you are stronger than your cravings, fears, and modern comforts. When you're no longer afraid of losing comfort, you're free. You can let go of your obsessive need to keep things perfect. That's power. Negative visualization. Expect the unexpected. Approx 500 words. The Stoics had a powerful exercise called premeditatio malorum, literally, premeditation of evils. Sounds grim, right? But it's not about being pessimistic. It's about mentally rehearsing setbacks so you're not destroyed when they arrive. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. When you expect life to be chaotic, you stop being surprised by it. The problem isn't that life is hard. The problem is we expect it to be easy. Use this mental rehearsal. Visualize losing your job. How would you adapt? Imagine being criticized. Could you stay calm? Picture your plans falling apart. Can you move forward anyway? This doesn't make you negative. It makes you ready. And readiness breeds calm. When you've already rehearsed disaster in your mind, you're harder to shake. You let go of the illusion of control and accept life on its terms. Amor fati. I love your fate. 500 words. The Stoics didn't just accept life's trials, they embraced them. Amor fati means love of fate. It's the bold idea that everything that happens, good or bad, is a vital part of your story. Nietzsche echoed this when he said, my formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different. Marcus Aurelius put it this way, a blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. When you stop resisting life and start absorbing it, you become antifragile. Hardship no longer breaks you, it builds you. Pain isn't a curse, it's a forge. Ask yourself, what if the breakup was meant to make you stronger? What if the failure was a redirection, not a punishment? What if this hardship is preparing you for something greater? You don't have to enjoy every event, but you can choose to make it meaningful. That's where true freedom lies, not in avoiding pain, but in rising through it. Don't let emotions hijack your 500 words. Stoicism teaches that our emotions come not from events, but from our judgments about them. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them." Someone cuts you off in traffic. You get angry not because of the action, but because you decided it was disrespectful or personal. The Stoic approach: pause, observe, don't react. Your feelings are real, but they're not always true. You can acknowledge an emotion without letting it control you. Here's how to practice. When you feel anger, ask, is this helping me act wisely? When you feel jealousy, ask, what false comparison am I making? When you feel fear, ask, am I predicting doom that hasn't happened? Emotions are signals, not commands. You are the captain, not a passenger. By creating distance between stimulus and response, you take back your power. You stop being jerked around by circumstance. You become emotionally sovereign. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. 500 words. This may sound morbid, but it's one of the most liberating ideas in Stoicism. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. Why does this help us let go? Because it destroys the illusion of permanence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Most of us live like we have forever. We delay our dreams, hold grudges, obsess over trivial things, and worry about the opinions of people we don't even like. When you remember that life is short, you get clear. You let go of petty worries. You make bold moves. You appreciate the present. Imagine this. You only have 30 days to live. Would you still care what your ex posted online? You have 1 week left. Would you still obsess over that job rejection? You have 1 day left. Who would you forgive? What would you say? Memento mori is not about sadness, it's about urgency. It's about making peace with life as it is. Brief, beautiful. Conclusion. A Stoic life is a free life. Approx. 200 words. Letting go isn't giving up. It's stepping into power. It's choosing to focus on what you can control, and releasing the rest with grace. By applying these 6 Stoic principles, control what you can, embrace discomfort, expect chaos. Love your fate, master your emotions. Remember your mortality. You don't just stop caring, you start caring about the right things. You become resilient, clear, unshakable. You stop being a slave to every mood, every opinion, every outcome. You stop chasing peace and start living it. The art of not caring isn't about apathy, it's about clarity, and clarity is freedom.